Welcome everybody to sunny GameSwap Mason.
Oh, it is sunny out
there.
It
is sunny. For some Tuesday Night Modern, brought to you by Top Deck Productions.
I'm Taylor Gunn. With me here is handsome John Douglas. We got a hot one for you here. I tricked John into putting this deck on camera.
It wasn't a trick.
Promising it was a great match.
It was a lie.
This is going to be a great match. This match is super hard for both sides. Depending on how the draws come up, because like if Jake gets a chalice draw, it's very hard for Victor to participate.
Super soft for putting Tron lands on camera. Makes me really sad, but
it's all right.
Here we are.
Listen, once a month is fine. I won't ask you to do it again. I mostly did it because watching Victor. And alrighty. I don't know what this main deck Ratchet Bomb's doing. I told Jake that he needed to look through the deck to make sure that it was properly, like if it was de-sideboarded or in the configuration he wanted. And apparently
this is the configuration he wants.
Apparently he chose Ratchet Bomb in the main.
It doesn't seem terrible here.
No, it's the card's fine.
Yeah, you play it on turn 2, and then you slowly ramp up until you can blow up Tassigers on like turn 8. Easy peasy.
Well, sure. So the only card that you can't outclass in this matchup is Death Shadow.
Right.
So it's actually a card I think I bring in. I haven't played the deck in a while, and when I did last play it, it was my my knowledge of it was questionable.
Taking the Matter Reshaper. No respect for this Ratchet Bomb.
It's okay. Oh man, here
we
is
got a map. What?
I don't know what?
There's a mystery card.
There's a. Alright, there's an unknown card here. So Jake's actually done the right thing here in calling a judge to be like, hey, this card is...
Yeah, he should absolutely call a judge, but he should also not be an idiot. Alright, so we're just going to shuffle this in.
Yeah, so the card's going to remain a mystery. We'll never know.
Anything.
The world will never know. And so now Jake has this map in hand. You
map
probably just
changes stuff here.
You probably just have to like play the Tron land, play the map.
Yeah. The timing's a little bit awkward, but it works out to where he can pop the map next turn.
Yeah.
And then play the Ratchet Bomb.
Right.
So you're just a turn behind on the Ratchet Bomb and like 2 turns ahead on the map. So.
Right.
Nope. This is what we want. We want Ratchet Bombs.
So now what he's going to be able to do is he's going to be able to play the map and pop it and then untap it into Karn on his turn 4.
Yeah.
Which is the same end result as if he plays the map this turn.
Okay. So it doesn't get him into a faster Karn.
Right.
But gives him an extra turn of protection against Death Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'd be too worried about Death Shadow here, but I guess it can kind of come out of nowhere.
So on Victor's side, he has to really be ignoring.
You kind of cut out there.
I did cut out there. I think his plan has to include ignoring what's going on. There we go. Back live here. And just executing. You know, he has to... I mean, his deck has a very specific game plan, and he's got to go for it. I mean, I would love to see some...
So we got a Thoughtseize here. Do you take the Karn, or do you take the Thought Nuts here?
So I think looking at his hand, you realize that you're going to be dealing with a turn 4 Karn. You have multiple creatures that outclass the Thought-Knot Seer. So I would take the Karn. You could take the map, assuming that you're going to strand the Karn.
Yeah, that's loose.
Yeah, that's very loose.
So
because
you take the Karn.
There's way more redraws to get the Karn online than there are to get the...
Right, but now you're looking at a turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer, which is also pretty bad.
So, I really want to see like a Thought Scour from Victor here. Yeah. Because this is going to open him up. Oh, so this might not be... I'm not ready to call this Shadow yet until I... Oh, is that a Death Shadow under the Liliana there?
Yeah, so we've got Death Shadow, we've got Lily, we've got Terminate, we've got Stubborn Denial. So Jake, I don't know what he drew. No, he drew a Ghost Quarter. He's got a map in hand. And those are his 2 cards.
I'm taking Liliana here by a mile.
Yeah, Lily's the most powerful card in a vacuum here. He still has an answer for the Thought-Knot Seer in this Terminate, but it doesn't leave behind a wonderful Planeswalker like Liliana would have.
Correct. And that's fine. You're really getting 2-for-1 action on this Thought-Knot Seer. It's going to replace itself with a card draw, but on average, the average card in Victor's deck is worse than Liliana.
Sure.
Yeah, so here's a redundant land for Victor. He's at 4 lands now, and you really only need to be at 3.
So now Jake will have the opportunity to get Tron next turn if he wants it.
Okay, so Jake's going to leave the Ratchet Bomb at 1. That's pretty smart.
The draw is...
Ghost Quarter.
No, he drew a Ghost Quarter last turn. Let's see, he drew another Ghost Quarter. I think it's a Karn.
Ooh-wee. So we know that Jake has to play this Karn around Stubborn Denial. Or does Stubborn Denial read instant and sorcery, or is it non-creature?
I don't know, we could probably have a Spider Monkey pull it up for us. Do it, Spider Monkey.
All right. Yeah, Jake's playing it just very conservatively. Once this Karn hits, it's going to be...
Non-creature spell, so it's...
Okay, so it's good to hit a Karn. I would not have taken the 1, or the hit there. It's not like he's going to commit an additional Death Shadow. Like, you're 100% getting 1-for-1.
Well, so
between the Ratchet Bomb and the Death Shadow. So you just might as well trade it off.
Well, if he... Now he can pop this Ratchet Bomb, and he only has to worry about paying the extra 1 on this Karn.
I'm saying I wouldn't have taken the hit to 16.
Right, but if he blows it up and then Victor plays a second Death Shadow, then you have to play around the Stubborn Denial all over again.
The full Stubborn Denial, sure.
Yeah. Because right now you've got, like, infinite mana.
Okay, I make the connection now.
So now Stubborn Denial's not going to do enough.
Right, he actually has even played around Stubborn Denial, Snapcaster, Stubborn Denial. Because he has 2 available. Yeah, I mean, he stumbled into it, but here we are. This is the situation we find ourselves in.
And here we are.
Alright, Karn's going to go up to 10. And Jake will start any restarted games with the Swamp in play.
Good enough. with Jake at 16 and an active Karn, this is going to be a uphill battle for Victor.
Concur. I'm wondering if there's value in Snapcaster getting Thought Scour targeting, you know what I mean? Like, just to generate some cards. See, like, because the cards in his hand aren't going to win him the game right now.
Right.
So he needs to find new cards. Yep.
Give me some new cards. He has a Colgan's Command. So that could potentially have been a good target if he were able to play this last land.
Sure.
But instead, we've Thought Scoured. Didn't see the draw. Hopefully for him it's a sweet one. What are your opinions on his choice of island there?
The Beta Island?
That art of the Beta Island.
So this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I think all the beta lands are like fairly the same.
Whoa!
Yeah, like none of them like stand out to me.
Wow.
I know that. Listen, I was browsing like the dealer booth at GP Indy.
Yeah.
And those beta lands have really shot up.
Yeah.
They're
nice.
They're a good $8 a piece now.
They've been $8 for a little while.
Oh, have they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember back when you could get played ones for 2 or 3.
Sure.
But yeah, the purpley beta island is not my favorite. I like the one that's less purpley.
I also like the one that's less purpley. Alright, we're just going to have a ton of mana here. Alright, he'll start the game with a Stubborn Denial, if he so chooses.
I don't think I think it just... No one goes into the exile just forever.
Oh. So we could attack with a Stubborn Denial.
Don't shake your head at me.
Gurmag. So this is going to kind of light a fire under Karn's butt.
Not really. Karn just gets to like remove it from the game, right?
Yeah, but it's a threat. It makes Karn go minus instead of continually plussing.
I think he'll be fine.
You think so?
He'll go to, let's see, he's at 10 now. He'll go -3 to 7.
Yep.
Snapcaster will attack him for 2 to 5, and then he'll go back to 8.
If he can.
Or back to 9 when Victor's turn comes around.
If he gets like another Snapcaster and a bolt. Now with this map in the past,
let's see what so the thing Jake should have done there is he should have gone map for Seagate Wreckage.
Yeah.
You should get Seagate Wreckage here.
So now, even if he draws a land, he might not be able to activate this Seagate Wreckage. I guess he could just plus on himself, but
if he were to draw a land, okay. So Seagate Wreckage, and we're gonna cast. Oh. Okay, Chalice for 1. And you should rebuy on your Seagate Wreckage right now before you make this Karn decision, so that you can potentially get like a Walking Ballista for $1 billion.
Oh, sure.
Let's see what card this is. Jake's not going to let us know. 2. Yep, we should rebuy on the Mind Stone here.
So when colorless floating draws a land,
that's not going to help him.
Not going to help at all.
So he should plus on himself.
So we go up to 7. So we're giving up the dream of the Karn, and this is why playing that Gurmag Angler was so dangerous, because like if you can chain threats against Karn,
yes, it's very good. All right, so I want to see him Chalice for 5 or 6. Chalice for Tassiger would be just A1 here.
Oh yeah.
Probably for 3 is what you actually want to do, because it keeps them off Kolaghan's command.
2 is what we've opted for.
And keeps them off Terminate.
As well as Snapcaster.
Yeah, you got to play the map here. Yeah, you just play it and get countered. Here we go.
Yeah, you definitely just don't want it in your hand. Alright, so Jake needs to draw some threats.
This is where this deck ends up a lot of the time. He's obviously, like, his average card is better than Victor's average card, and he's got to draw 2 of them a turn to try and get to, like, a reasonable place.
Smash!
Alright, so Victor's now at 3. The blocking Snapcaster Mage doesn't do anything. And so we have to have like a Tassiger here.
I think he drew an Angler.
Right? There's the angle of the dangle.
The angle of the dangle indeed. Exile some cards.
Dead Man, welcome to the show.
The 7 Dead Man. Dead Man times 7.
Isn't there the song 7 Men on a Dead Man's Chest?
No.
I thought that was like a pirate song.
Yeah, but why would there be 7 men on a guy's chest? That's just weird.
I think it means a chest of treasure.
Huh.
Like a treasure chest?
Draws the all is dust.
Everything is dust. 100% of it.
All of it is dust.
100%. Super interesting game. I've got to Google this now, so I'm just not a creep.
Yeah, I think you're just
thinking about dead men's chests.
Wishful thinking there. All right, so how are you boarding if you're Jake here?
If I'm Jake, what?
If you're Jake, how are you boarding?
Oh, 15 men on a dead man's chest. Originally from Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island.
Okay.
If I'm Jake,
if you're Jake,
I'm going to I don't know if he had the what are they called? The Relic of Progenitus in?
Yeah.
But that's an important card out of the sideboard. Probably taking out.
I see a lot of those in the main.
Yeah, they were in the main. They're typically in the main. I don't know what Jake. I mean, I handed Jake 75 cards.
Right.
And I said you need to confirm that this is, you know, what you want it to be.
One Bar Hero 77. Thanks for the follow.
The cards I'm interested in taking out are Artistry Empire. Oh man, that's a big follow. I love our spinning star behind our follow bar. It's a Mario star, right?
Yeah, it is a Mario
From Mario
star.
64. I'm into that.
So what are you interested in taking out?
I'd have to see his exact list. I'm interested in taking out. Why can't I think of this card?
I don't know.
Oh, the Dismembers.
Okay, yeah. Although Dismember does do a bang-up job of killing a Gurmag Angler.
Yeah, so like I just think you get overloaded on Ratchet Bombs and or Dismembers.
Okay, so maybe like shave on Dismembers. How many do you have normally?
Well, there's 2 in the main normally. So like
do you normally run any like spatial contortions or?
No, there's Warping Whales in the sideboard.
Okay, but not in the main?
Correct. Warping Whale is not a card you bring in.
No.
But yeah, I think the main deck is pretty well set up for the match.
And then if you're Victor,
you
want to go up on
Stubborn Denial.
I see a lot of these decks running Ceremonious Rejection now, and that seems really strong here.
I'll concur.
That'll be the first one of the night.
Yeah, 2 or 3 Ceremonious Rejection to come in.
Oh, yeah.
Along with the remaining however many Stubborn Denials you're missing.
And Snapcaster.
And, yeah.
Hoo-wee!
Colgan's Command is the card I would take out.
Yeah.
Not a humongous fan there. It doesn't actually kill any one given card.
Right, the discard can be big. The Raised Dead can be big.
You can getting like an incidental Chalice off the board, but normally if they have Chalice on 1, and you have to wait for like 3 turns to...
Welcome to the show, Lantis.
Oh, wait. You have to wait a couple turns to kill that Chalice on 1 before you can even do anything.
I don't know if this show is appropriate for 9-year-olds.
Would that... oh, you were assuming he was born in 08? I assumed he graduated in 08.
Oh, that could be. If you're 9 years old, just earmuffs. We'll call out earmuffs for you.
Is Magic still rated for 13 plus?
I don't know. Do not know.
It was really funny. So for whatever reason, my mom and I were sitting around on Sunday.
Yeah.
And she turned on drag racing.
Okay.
And this guy had won like a big race, and he cursed like 4 times on camera.
Nice.
It was, and my mom and I were sitting there, we're like, aren't there children watching this? My mom's very sensitive to that kind of thing.
C-half 412? Yeah, I don't know. Were you born yet? This guy is from the future. 2412.
2412?
Apparently.
That's
maybe
like...
maybe 1412.
That's like Star Trek Enterprise era.
What happened in 1412? Nothing good, that's for sure.
Let's see.
C-half was born.
1492, so we were well into the Renaissance.
Well into the Renaissance.
Because 1492 is Columbus's voyage to America.
Sure. Alright, so a map on turn 1 from Jake is pretty strong here, because it's not met with a Stubborn Denial.
Correct. And it looks like he has a second piece of Tron in hand, and a Karn to follow it up. So we might just have a turn 3 Karn.
Yeah, that's how we drew it up.
But Victor's looking at a Thoughtseize in his hand.
Well, luckily we've got this backup Wormcoil engine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Luckily. Alright, so we got Karn, Wormcoil
gross
engine.
hand. Oh, wow. Gets them both. All the action.
So Jake is on 4 lands now. A tower, a mine.
Oh, draws the Thought-Knot Seer.
Yeah, so he's got to play this up that he's like, oh my gosh, my hand is so bad, I have nothing now. You really got to sell it.
I think if my opponent started selling it, I would immediately Thoughtseize him again. Just like, come on, bro. What are you doing? You just got a business as usual. Just like draw your card, play.
What if I was the one selling it?
I don't think you can like reasonably bluff me. I don't think that's a thing you can do.
You don't think I can bluff you?
I don't think you can.
Interesting. I now have a new goal in life. Here's a Thought-Knot Seer.
Not that you're bad at bluffing. I just wouldn't be like trying to read in that way. I'd just be like, all right, if he's got it, he's got it. I don't care.
All right, so we've got Thoughtseize, Young Pyromancer, and a Stubborn Denial. So it takes the Thoughtseize.
Interesting that didn't get Stubborn Denialed. Oh, it's non-creature. Sorry, I was thinking it was a Ceremonious Rejection.
Jake also does not care about the Stubborn Denial.
Yeah.
Because he has Cavern in hand.
Well, Stubborn Denial can't hit creatures anyway.
Oh, perfect. Even better.
But that would be beneficial against Ceremony's Rejection.
Man.
He's drawing so much gas. We've got Endbringer plus Reality Smasher in hand.
Yeah, if he's just gonna play a monster on every turn,
yeah,
he's just gonna win the game. That's how it works. So I would attack with the Thought-Knot Seer here. Just get in. I would play my Tron land, and I would see how big of monsters I could play.
Then you just play.
Is one of those a hanger banger? Or I'm sorry,
it's an it might be a hanger banger. Oh, it is a hanger banger.
Yeah, here's a hanger back for 5 mana.
Yeah, this is solid.
Yeah, like he'll trade this thing off all day and twice on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought that was an Endbringer.
So we got Young Pyromancer, we have Stubborn Denial. I think you just have to commit to the board at this point. You gotta. I would play this fetch land, and attack in with the Death Shadow. Threatening to be. I mean, I guess he just chumps with the hangerback regardless, right?
Yeah, so he chumps with the hangerback regardless and gets 5 flyers, which is really bad for you because you're at 6. So like you can't really play a fetch.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to steal some Thopters to put in my deck box. That's sweet.
Attacking there might not have been the best.
I would have to get Young Pyromancer down, too. I mean, all right. So
now he's got a Reality Smasher, and that's going to be the end of this game unless Victor has a removal spell.
Yeah, so he should play the Reality Smasher the most efficient way possible.
And that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Just jamming monsters.
Yeah, man. Jake drew heat. He got double Thought Seized on turn 2, and from there drew repeated heat.
Yeah, just
that was
mono gas.
I've never gotten that lucky playing that deck.
Well, you can live vicariously through Jake Valentine.
I believe me, I am.
Every night.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Oh boy.
I don't know that I don't want to be in that much credit card debt. I do want to eat all those meals though.
That's sure. That's for sure. So we've got a okay round 1. I'm not a fan of the Tron lands in general.
I know. Well, you got to put it on every now and again.
I don't think you do. I think we can just ban Tron lands from being on camera and we're all good.
No, disagree. You got to. I agree that you have to keep it to like a low percentage.
Okay, if any of our viewers enjoyed watching a deck with Tron lands being played, or would like to see a deck with Tron lands being played in the future, let me know. I'm pretty sure there's nobody out there.
I liked this deck, and I'm somebody. I count.
You don't count as a viewer.
You got 20 minutes. Go get yourself a sandwich. Come back. Enjoy the replays. We'll be back.
Go get a sandwich.
Or a cookie. Or a sandwich. A cookie sandwich.
Treat yourself. We'll be back in 20.
Treat yourself.